And we're on.
The Ultimate Fighter, Jesse Taylor, has been gracious enough to give MMA Buzz an interview. Hey, Jesse, we were kind of looking on the website. I was kind of doing some fighter searches. We got a guy named Neil on the website as well, and we kind of saw that you were more of a, kind of going 170 to try to get, UFC. And I'm kind of thinking, is Chris Camozzi enough on the radar to get you back into the UFC? Or, we're just kind of wondering, why did you take this fight and why did you take it at 185?
Right now I'm just doing whatever the best opportunity presents himself. And what I hear, Camozzi's a very tough individual, a very tough guy. And the 170 was awesome, but I want to stay busy, most active as I could stay. And the opportunity presented itself at 185, and it's plus and minus. When at 185, I feel just as strong as the guys. 170, I'm just a little bit bigger. But I mean, it's a lot of weight for me to get down there. And if there's a big fight, I'll definitely go down to 170 again. But I'm just going wherever the best opportunities arise. It's a golden opportunity to get a belt. Hopefully, to bring that home to my kids. So.
Awesome. Yeah, Camozzi's kind of our local hero, and I wanted to wish you luck, but I got to stick with my hometown guy. The Ultimate Fighter was kind of a rough series for you. Are you looking to get back to the UFC? If they contact, what is your link to the UFC? Is this fight something that says maybe they're going to call you back, or?
What they kind of said to me, and we're still managers are still in contact with a couple big organizations, and the main thing right now is whatever you do is I just got to keep winning. I got to keep putting away W's. I'm sure within time, UFC or Strikeforce in Japan will pick me up. But one fight at a time, so I've got to get by Camozzi, which is going to be a good fight, good test, and I'm ready for it.
We're thankful to have you here. We hope that more, big names come here. We're thankful for Chris for having the ability to bring fighters like you here. Man, I wish I would. Unfortunately, I was supposed to be fighting today at the Springs, and I wasn't even going to be here. But it just so happened that fight got canceled because of the weather. So I'd love to, I wish I had more questions to ask you. But go ahead and prop your sponsors and let MMA Buzz know how you're feeling. And you know what I wanted to do? As far as Chris Camozzi, how much do you know about him? And what is your game plan going into this fight? Are you going to kind of use, if I remember correctly from the Ultimate Fighter, you got a lot of wrestling skills. Are you going to try to just dominate the fight with your wrestling, or how did you prepare for this fight? And what do you know about Chris Camozzi?
It's a good question. Like I said, I've had some trouble in the past when I started overanalyzing fighters. So I have my coaches and corners who watch a lot of videos on Camozzi, and they guide me in the right direction of what to do. And of course, my stand-up's actually very improved. I've been wrestling so long, I always go back to it. And my every fight, I really do want to stand. Because my stand-up, I feel it's very good. It's definitely above average. But right now, I got to win the fights, whatever it takes. But I am in a hometown, Colorado, like you said, so the biggest thing for me too is I got to finish the fight, because if this goes to decision, more than likely, even if I beat him up the whole time, they're going to give it to Chris. So the main thing is I got to figure out a way to finish the fight, either TKO, KO, or submission. That's what I'm looking for. I just feel comfortable in all areas of the game.
Excellent. So I know Chris Camozzi is a big Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy, so a little wrestling against Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and we'll see how the stand-up goes. Go ahead and do a shout-out for your sponsors and let them know.
I just want to thank Colorado and KOC for having me. I'm stoked to be here. I want to put on a good show for you guys and all Colorado. Hopefully I have some hidden Colorado fans out there to come support. And I want to thank Clinch Gear, my team, Team Quest. And I also want to say that if you guys want to stay updated, check out my website, www.yojtmoney.com.
JT Money.